Welcome to all students. First video is the discussion of syllabus of paper number 12 analytical chemistry. Now in this video to start the topic potentiometric titration. First point is introduction. In ordinary titration, end point of the titration can be determined by using indicator. एखादं टायट्रेशन करत असताना त्या टायट्रेशनचं एंड पॉईंट डिटरमाइन करण्यासाठी कोणतं ना कोणतं इंडिकेटर यूज केलं जातं. फॉर एक्झाम्पल टायट्रेशन ऑफ NaCl वर्सेस HCl. In this titration, end point determined by using phenolphthalein indicator. Same like this, methyl orange, methyl red, starch, etc. etc. But if solutions are colored, very dilute, forming the precipitate, then suitable indicator are not available. That time end point cannot be determined. Means जर एखादं सोल्युशन हा कलर्ड असेल किंवा व्हेरी डायल्यूट असेल किंवा टायट्रेशन करत असताना प्रेसिपिटेट फॉर्म होत असेल, त्यावेळी आपल्याकडं सुटेबल इंडिकेटर हा अवेलेबल नसतो. त्यावेळी दॅट टायट्रेशन एंड पॉईंट कॅन नॉट बी डिटरमाइंड बाय ऑर्डिनरी टायट्रेशन. In this case can be used physicochemical method that is called as potentiometric method. म्हणजेच अशा प्रकारच्या सोल्युशनचं एंड पॉईंट डिटरमाइन करण्यासाठी फिजिकोकेमिकल मेथड यूज केला जातो. त्या मेथडलाच आपण म्हणणार आहोत पोटॅन्शिओमेट्रिक मेथड किंवा पोटॅन्शिओमेट्रिक titration. In this method, end point of the titration are determined by measuring the potential of electrode. म्हणजेच ह्या टायट्रेशनमध्ये एखाद्या इलेक्ट्रोडचं आपल्याला सेल पोटेन्शियल मेजर केलं जातं. Cell potential, it is also called as EMF of the cell or a reduction potential or cell potential. This cell potential of the any electrode depends on activity or concentration of ions present in the solution. Potential हा कशावर डिपेंड असतो? एखाद्या सोल्युशनमध्ये आयनचं कॉन्सन्ट्रेशन किती आहे ह्याच्यावर त्याचा सेल पोटेन्शियल किंवा EMF ऑफ द सेल किंवा रिडक्शन पोटेन्शियल डिपेंड्स असतो. दिस टायट्रेशन आर कॉल्ड एज पोटॅन्शिओमेट्रिक टायट्रेशन. Theory of potentiometric titration is similar to ordinary titration. For example, metal ion electrode. The half cell reaction can be written as any cell constructed by two electrode or two cell. For example, Holtalic cell or Daniel cell, etc. In this cell, there are two electrodes. One is the cathode, one is the anode. One is the cathode, one is the anode. In this cell, there are two reactions that take place. For example, anode take place take place. Oxidation means loss of electron, and cathode take place. Reduction. What is the meaning of reduction? Reduction means gain of electron. One half cell means what? One half cell means one is the oxidation, another half cell is the reduction. One half cell means oxidation and another half cell is reduction. Another half cell is a reduction. Then two cells are connected to each other to form the one voltaic cell or one galvanic cell. For example, one half cell means Mn plus n electron gives M. This is the reduction. Reduction means already told that gain of electron. Gain of electron. This Mn plus means metal ion. Metal ions. This is the metal, and N is the number of electron take part in the reduction. In this half cell, this cell written as reaction quotient is equal to QA. QA means reaction quotient. QA is equal to AM. A means activity of metal or activity of metal ions. A means activity. This AM means activity of metal, and this A means activity of metal ions, is equal to 1 upon Mn plus ions. Activity of metal is equal to always 1. That's why 1 upon Mn plus ions. The potential of any metal electrode is determined by according to Nernst equation. Means एखाद्या इलेक्ट्रोडचं पोटेन्शियल डिटरमाइन करण्यासाठी by using Nernst equation. What is the Nernst equation? Nernst equation to determine cell potential of any electrode. What is the Nernst equation? Em is equal to E0m minus 2.303 RT upon NF log of QA. This is the standard equation of Nernst equation to determine the potential of any electrode. The value of QA is put upon this equation. Then Em is equal to E0m minus 2.303 RT upon NF log of, what is the value of QA? Means this value, 1 upon activity of metal ions. Then Em is equal to E0m minus 0.0591 upon n log of 1 upon activity of metal ions. When this value is calculated, then this value is get, means 2.303 RT upon F. This value is calculated, then this value is calculated, then this value is given up. Then EM is equal to E0M plus, means this minus sign is converted into plus 0.0591 upon n log of activity of metal ions, means this denominator value is converted into numerator, that's why this minus sign change into plus sign. Then this n is the number of electron take part in oxidation or reduction. Then this is the standard equation to calculate the cell potential or EMF of the cell can be determined by any electrode. For example, zinc electrode, copper electrode, platinum electrode. Then what is the EM? EM means reduction potential or cell potential of any metal electrode. Then what is the E0M? E0M means standard reduction potential of metal electrode. Then what is the M? I already told that N is the number of electron take part in oxidation or reduction. And what is the AMN plus? This is the activity of metal ion. What is the activity? Our activity depends on already told us this activity depend on the ions present in the solution or concentration of ions present in the any solution. Then this equation to calculate the cell potential or reduction potential or EMF of the metal electrode can be determined by this equation.